Hello everyone, my name is Megan Brosh. I'm sorry I sound a little bit funny. I'm just getting over a cold, but bear with me here. So this is my persona speech, and I'm going to talk to you about my sister. She joined the military maybe 2 years ago. I don't quite remember, but I think it's about two. And whenever she puts on her uniform, it's like she's putting on a mask. What I mean by this is whenever she's in her uniform, she's a completely different person than she was. For example, her speech, how she talks. When she's in uniform, her speech is very loud and strong and very proper. A lot of yes, ma'am, no, sir, and her grammar, of course, has to be correct. But when she's talking just to anybody, she doesn't really say too much. She doesn't get involved in conversations as much. When she's in her civilian clothing, is what they call it, um, her grammar is not as proper. She says a lot of what's on her mind, a lot of talking, and her gestures. She has a lot of hand gestures. And when she's in uniform, her hands have to be to her side at all times. So that's very different. Her clothing is very different. For example, when she's in her uniform, it's very um, clean and very no wrinkles, very ironed. And normally she's just in jeans and a t-shirt and she's happy, a little bit of makeup and some jewelry, which is not allowed in uniform. Her posture is very different. When she's in uniform, she has to stand up very straight, hands to the side, and even her walk is perfect. It's timed. I mean, they have to walk perfectly. When she's in her regular clothing, she's very laid back and slower paced. It's like the whole world is taken off her shoulders. Um, Even with her expressions, her facial expressions, when she's in uniform, she's kind of has a blank stare a little bit. I mean, it's not as detailed as when she's in her regular clothing. I mean, when she's in her regular clothing, she's very animated. I mean, you see her eyebrow movement, her head movement, like I said, gestures and lots of smiling. And I understand that they're trained to wear this mask and they're trained to do things so perfect. But I just think it's interesting that on a dime she can change between the two and be two completely different people.